Day 126, it's the 13th of January. Do you know what today is? Today is the last day. Day 126. 126 days to get from one end of Britain to the other. Welcome everyone to the final Cycle VR ever. The very, very last one. If you've not seen any of my videos before, you can go to cyclevr.com or you can go to facebook.com/cyclevr and see the complete archive of my journey. Both of the pages have a sign up button you can click to receive emails about my impending Kickstarter, where you'll be able to buy one of these cool kits and cycle anywhere in the world. Also on the blog there's a discussion area where you can talk about the Kickstarter, what you'd like to see in it, what you wouldn't like to see in it, and just generally talk about cool VR cycling stuff. So you might have noticed there's something different about me today. I'm in a different place. I cycled all the way from my spare room to my living room, and that's because later on today the BBC are coming to interview me and record my last 5 minutes of my journey. Yes, someone told them that I was doing this crazy thing, cycling from one end of Britain to the other in virtual reality, and they think that it's newsworthy. Who would have thought? So if you live in Scotland, you'll be able to see me on BBC Scotland. I don't know what the date is yet. I'll soon find out and let you know. Look at that, there's just nothing around. There's heather and a couple of trees and a house in the middle of nowhere. If you're hearing a lot of road noise, that's because I live on the main road and cars go past all the time. I wonder how much property costs up these ways. How much it costs to build a house. You can see I'm wearing my final Cycle Day t-shirt today. It's my special Cycle VR one. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm really not sure where I'm going to go next after this journey. I want to go straight to something else. But I'm not quite sure where I want to go, so please contact me and give me any kind of suggestions where you think I should go around the world. Of course, that can only include places that actually have Google Street View data in it. Can't go to places like North Korea, unfortunately. One thing to note about VR, I'm completely uninhibited. I'm inside the front room of my house where there's a main road, people going past all the time. I've got the windows, the shutters wide open. Everyone can see me, but I couldn't care less because I'm in VR. It'd be a very different matter if I could see them. That's a big pile of junk. And what that's all for. Just in the middle of nowhere. I think off on my left there is the island of Struma. I think you can get a ferry from John O'Groats across to there. Canis Bay, 2 miles this way. I wonder what Canis Bay is all about. It's a big house. I was just thinking, I wonder how well the neighbours know each other around here, because they're not going to meet anyone else. It must be very friendly. A little monument of some kind in the middle of nowhere. Perhaps a war monument, but there's nothing around, just fields. And this looks like Canis Bay we're coming into. Oh, that's a real doer-upper. I can't decide what kind of building that is. It looks like maybe, was it church? Maybe a long time ago, and now it's a shed. Oh well, why not? Some quite nice houses in Canis Bay. That looks like the school. Canis Bay School. Canis Bay, not really known for much. One of the Wikipedia entries talks about a man who cuts peat, and there is a big pile of peat. There's the island of Stroma, a lot more clearly. And there's some people walking to John O'Groats. That must have taken them much longer than me. Just entered Huna. Huna, H-U-N-A. I wonder how windswept these houses are, because they're back right onto the beach there. A series of nice old buildings. Looks like they've been renovated. Oh, looks like an old mill in the background there. Well, that's as far as I'm prepared to take you right now. The last 5 minutes is going to be with BBC. So I'll see you then. Exciting. Well, as promised, this is the last 5 minutes of my entire 1,500 kilometre journey, and I'm joined by the lovely people from the BBC today who have come along to film this crazy last 5 minutes. Over there in the distance you can see the coloured buildings that I think is the John O'Groats Visitor Centre. Oh, hello. I wonder if there's going to be lots of people there waiting for me, waving their virtual flags. almost exactly 1,500 kilometers, 1,499. And you can see it's a lovely sunny day as well. Don't know what that building is. Maybe a fire station? Got a tourist information center ahead. I better go there. Being a virtual tourist. Oh, there's a man mowing his lawn. Look at those neat lines. So we have a choice of going to Wick or John O'Groats. I think I'll go to John O'Groats, thank you, because I've had enough. I'm done cycling. This is it. This is the last road I'll ever drive on. See one of the islands out there off in the distance. These look like little holiday chalets by the look of it. I think quite a bit of money's been spent on John O'Groats in the last few years. I think it had gone into a kind of disrepair for a bit. Reduced speed now. Oh, I think I better. We'll visit the car park. And there it is. There's the end of my journey. I can see it. I can almost touch it. I'm right at the end. There's people waiting for me. They're waiting for me. Cycle complete. I've done it. And there's the famous pole over there, the famous sign that tells you where you are. I can't quite get as close as I did to the one at Land's End. That's as close as I can get. Wow, this is at the very end. 8 months and 1,500 kilometers, all done.